Okay, looks like we have a quadratic function here that we want to graph. If you remember, and you may not, but when we have this x squared just by itself, that's a parabola. If it was negative x squared, it's a parabola upside down. This piece just says to move, so now I have the x squared minus 2. This says to move it vertically down 2 places, and then I have my parabola. But let's say you didn't remember that, or you didn't even know that. Maybe you haven't taken a course where you've learned that yet. That's what you got me for, to talk about this. So if I have y equals x squared minus 2, it's pretty easy to find the y-intercept, right, at negative 2. And so that's actually how we get that point right there. And so you're going to see when you graph this, if I can get my little graphing thing, click here to graph, maybe move you, hey, that's kind of cool, move you right there. Nope, negative 2. Is first thing I need to know is that I know that it's this, right? But notice it says 3-point quadratic tool. Uh-oh, so apparently I'm going to need 3 points. Well, I already have, so let's do this whole xy thing. When x is 0, y is negative 2. Well, why not just find some more values? So how about I let x equal 1? So y equals 1 minus 2, which equals negative 1. So when x equals 1, y equals negative 1. It's always good to, as you're going to see even here on the graph, is to have positive x values and negative x values, and then of course the intercept. So let's try negative 1. So if I plug in negative 1, notice a negative and a negative is a positive, so that's still going to be negative 1. And now it looks like possibly, let's see, I have something that I can graph. So I'm going to place my point. Here is going to be my intercept at 0, if I can get it on there, negative 2. And then I'm going to go to 1 and negative 1, which would be here. And then I'm going to go to negative 1 for x and negative 1 for y. And that looks pretty good. So I'm going to save it. Woohoo! So if you're asked to find, it's like I said, again, when you look at a quadratic, you should, as soon as you see that square, you should think of a parabola. But then to be able to add some more points to be able to graph it here in this lab.